Yeah, I think anytime you are in an Enviro suit in the next game, which is relatively, I think you're in one at the beginning of the game, you move so much faster. This is like a joke compared to later in the game. What if I seek? Okay. Oh. What if I sonic emitter it? What if I secret emitter it? Why is this dude just like hanging out in the water? Is that where I came out of?
Who's there? You're not Cellcast, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
I'm Marcora.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Cellcaps killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Cellcaps swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Cellcaps. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay.
What are you doing in an underwater section of the facility?
I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the Kolto harvester they built on the edge of the Hrackert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay. And I could get in from the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's gotta be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Cellcast mutants running around looking for dinner.
You wait here, I'll go check it out.
I'm not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those psychotic fish people all over the place. I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the Kolto harvester. We should probably stick together, but I won't wait around in here with the Cellcast. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
Boy, did you not see the sharks out the window? How are you walking the fence? This is just how fast we walk, and I'm just not very aware of it. Wow, it's a lot darker down here than I remember.
Come on, hurry up. Don't just stand there, we have to keep moving. The water is filled with cow!
Well, that's awkward. Hate to be that guy. Am I gonna see them coming? Is that too soon? Come at me, shark, you won't. Oh, it's dead now. Oh my god, it kills them. I thought it just like made them go away. He's dead now. We're also like right next to the surface. What was the big deal? You can see it like right there. Come at me, shark, you won't. Woo, 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 woo. Oh yeah, what's in here? Apparently there was one nearby. Stay away, I don't want to kill you. Oh, there was one in here, I get it. Spooky. Alright, let's save right here just in case. Walking through here can be frustrating. Firaxis, are those the people that make a sieve? So I think we want to go this way. So I think that way is the way to the star map, but it's gonna be kind of like blocked off by this some stuff. So I need to do something about it before I can go. Where do I put the Enviro suit when I'm not using it? You know, this is a question that I have. Oh, I put it right there. I'm just gonna be a lot easier because there's only one of me right now. And so the problem is the physical, this shield doesn't block any physical damage. I do have a physical shield, I should use it. Breath mask. So that is what can block from poison. We'll see if it's a problem. I might not need to use it. I don't think I've been poisoned once. Maybe it's because I'm uneasy. Or that could also be master conditioning, which I do also have.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
60 seconds to complete depressurization. 54 seconds to complete depressurization. 48 seconds to complete depressurization.
No. The Firaxa will get us. No, the Selkath are coming. No.
I mean, now they're coming.
No! Ah!
Everything will be okay.
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door.
You could see me.
Forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Selkath
Yeah, well,
went
being
crazy,
just scared almost killed
I
me.
thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Frax and Sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Selkath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Selkath outside the doors every once in a while, and strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
Why did the Selkath all go crazy?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkaths started screaming too, and they turned on us.
What did the shark have to do with it?
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
Like what?
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. Would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. But with Kolto as a food source...
And all those other Phyraxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
So what can I do about it?
The Phyraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Phyraxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
What else could I do?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Phyraxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Phyraxan shark.
What other choice do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
How would I do that?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself.
Science.
The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical
I mean,
would
you
do to
can
the water.
rebuild the machines. I'll destroy the harvesting machines. And kill you both as well. Wah!
Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto.
We can't
You'll have
risk
to break into
damaging the
computer on harvesting
environment.
machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
You know what you have to do is the most dramatic thing you could tell me right now. All right, buddy? I mean, I don't have to listen to you. First of all, let's get that part straight. Oh no, I opened this. Let me run away. Oh no. I didn't see the flashbang. Mine. That's highly interactive. I pressed the button like 47 times and then it worked eventually. Why didn't they trigger all the mines? You telling me that they put the mines down there and then didn't walk over them? In their crazed and insane state, they didn't fucking like trigger the mines that were in the room next to the door that they were next to. I don't actually know where this door leads. We might be able to finish this before we stop for today. Yeah, so this is the other side of where the thing leads out. Or that like walkway that I wasn't going down. Oh, just kidding. That's some other zone. I don't know where that ends up then. Just kidding. I guess they don't want you to end up over here. I assume that they were actually connected, but it makes sense that they're not. I think they don't want you to end up here without having to deal with this moral quandary of destroying the machinery or flooding it with poison that goes into the entire fucking ocean. Wait a minute, what was it? So not only do I have to do this, He says that you need to get the pressure of the harvesting machine to exactly 4 million Sahagin. Oh, I misread them. Injector. Okay, so now we gotta dump the container, transfer, fill the injector, transfer. Got it. Oh, cutscene. Nice. Done. Now, theoretically, I could walk across. That didn't present itself as an immediately, like, light side decision. Now that it's been destroyed, the fraction shows no sign of facility. It allows you to pass. Sea beast. It's not just a sea beast, it's a Firaxa. A giant Paraxa. Sorry I killed a bunch of your offspring on the way here. I thought the sonic emitter would deter them, not destroy them. That's on me, you know? Shit happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Got it. Fuck yeah. I'm a gamer. Always be gaming. Always be gaming. Solved. All right. I believe that somehow we're going to find that those other homies managed to follow us down here, if I had to guess. Let's see. Need some powers that aren't restricted by armor. Yeah, so I think somehow on our way out of the facility, we're just gonna see Malik's apprentice. I'm not gonna save yet. If I had to guess. Yeah, we'll go for like a little bit longer and we'll just like finish this. I bet it's right here.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure you may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you. But you are
you gonna monologue?
I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
How did you get down here?
Do you think those Republic subs are the only way to reach the ocean floor? Malik and Revan found a way down here long before the Rackard station was built. I acquired a ship and followed the same route Revan and my master used on their own journey. Then it was simply a matter of waiting for you to return for the star map.
You're a fool if you think you can defeat
Your
me.
words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Dude, your homie just died. This buff thing is like hard to utilize because I think I have to rely on visual cues to figure out if they have anything on them. Heal Bastila.
What can I do?
Is he gonna run out of force power eventually? Heal again, Bastila. Wow, he sure, used a lot of force something. I wonder if, like, that gives me any kind of Darth Bandon's fiber armor. So wait a minute. What does the feat Jedi defense do? What was I wearing before?
Yes?
I should put a master robe on you since apparently they have better stats. Alright, they didn't have any lightsabers on them? How did he get down here? I am not pleased with the explanation that he gave. I guess the other guy died. Wow. Whoops. Sucks to be that guy. Alright. Just so we don't leave on a cliffhanger, let's just like finish the planet up. Let's just get to the top and this once and for all.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
Cellcath, your cell construction woke something up.
Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto?
A giant fraction shark that drove all the Cellcath insane.
Horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
A few scientists have survived.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
The harvesting machine was destroyed.
No, that is terrible.
No, that is terrible.
Work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that, I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
Yes, I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Okay, so I think the reason you can't map back here is because you have to deal with the immediate consequences of doing that. Stop, human. We trade a number of underwater detonations coming from the center of the Harakid Rift. You've been known to have asked questions about this, and our spy monitors in the Republic Embassy recorded you leaving the submersible that descended to the Harakut Rift. You will come to immediately answer questions of your action and report to take you by force. Very well, I will come peacefully. I have M&Ms. Fuck yeah. Let me eat some M&Ms. But if they can do that, the whole system could. Silence. This is not for outsiders to hear. Well, human, you find yourself in the most difficult situation. Harakut Rift was the most precious resource on Manon. Anything that threatens it or the Kolto it produces threatens our entire species. We will not tolerate threats to our neutrality, our existence, and our way of life. As much as we may admire the Republic and the Order in particular, we believe you'll have a hard time explaining your role in this incident adequately. We determined that you were responsible for the detonation that occurred in Netherlands. We demand to know what occurred on there. Yeah, the Republic has been touching up a big grave indeed. What have you done to the Rift? The explosions were at the research station both our governments set up there. We know of this. What? It will be discussed later. It's gonna be kept silent. The council will hear nothing of this. And you will keep silent or be ejected from this court. Ooh, boy. What has happened to the research station? What caused the explosion? The machinery woken up a giant Firaxan shark. A giant Firaxan? Could it be? It is only a legend. But she said she killed it, didn't she? You killed the shark human? I destroyed the machinery to save it. The progenitor, it must have been. Be quiet, it's merely a myth, and not fit for outsiders to hear. But if it was the Lifebringer, the ancestor or species, think of what this could mean. If it always laired there, then perhaps the Kolto. She said she saved it. She destroyed the harvester to save it. This casts your actions in a new light, human. This, I believe, will require more thought, both on your actions and on what to do in response. The court will adjourn while we deliberate. We have reviewed your actions in the situation, human. We thank you for the destruction of the machine and saving the giant fraction, which we believe to be the source of our Kolto, or at least the Guardian. We will not detain you any longer while we cannot show our gratitude overtly. Know that you have earned our respect. This trial is now over. Well. Fucking solve that problem. I believe if you do the opposite and you destroy it, then they're like, you're banned from Manon, you can never come back. That was our god. And then you get banned from Manon. And it's a bummer. Now you can return to the Ebon Hawk. Funny. Yeah, let's return to the Ebon Hawk and talk to some people and see what's up. I did that good.
Yes.
Something wrong?
I was remembering Paris.
I'm sorry. What about it?
It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
And those rat ghouls. How did you survive?
My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. We could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Was it that bad?
With no money to spare for any amenities, even the enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
One of the Jedi you met, question mark?
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I suppose I see something of her in you when I look... I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Where from?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can.
Yeah, if indeed. Now let's see what's up with Bastila and Cartier.
How can I help?
Can you show me? Oh, no.
Then I...
Yes, what's in...
What do you know about Revan and
I
Malik?
think that I once looked up to these two as the best that humanity had to offer. Now I'd like nothing more than to put a blaster to both their heads. Although I suppose that only Malik is left, isn't he? Turned on his own master. Not that Revan didn't have it coming. Typical for their kind, I guess.
You knew them personally?
No, not personally. They aided the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. They were heroes. Without them, the Mandalorians would have finished us for certain. In the fleet, we didn't see much of the Jedi, and I only met Malik once, but I was impressed by him. I guess that just shows how much the dark side can change someone.
Do you know why they turned to the dark side?
Nobody does. When they left after the Mandalorian Wars ended, they were Jedi. When they returned, they were something else.
How'd they get away with all this?
Well, when they returned from wherever they went, they had an entire fleet with them. Nobody knows where they got the ships. They had a lot of them. And as the years have passed, there always seems to be more and more, while our forces dwindle. Did they really get away with it, though? Revan was betrayed by Malik, and Malik hasn't won. In the end, the dark side won't help him.
What do you know of the dark side?
I used to think that it was a fancy name for something that I see every day. Corruption is everywhere. People are greedy and stupid and do horrible things. I'm starting to think it's different for the Jedi, however. That there's this evil watching them, waiting for its chance. You have so much courage and strength in you, yet somehow I have no trouble imagining it differently, like the flip side of a coin. It's not just you, it's Bastila as well. She's so intense. And I don't pretend to know much about the Force, but I know evil.
I'm not following the dark side.
No? I know how people change. I remember how Malik looked and acted before his return. And I bet the old Malik discounted the possibility that he would ever fall as well. Well, neither you nor Bastila are fully trained on how to handle your power. I'm just concerned at what might come.
That's sweet. I didn't know you cared.
Oh, and that's not what I wouldn't want to see you hurt, either of you. I suppose finding the star maps is more important than your training and your safety. I just hope there isn't a price for you to pay.
A price for you to pay.